Oh, Jesus.
Listen here, you turd.
What?
You better hope that they kill us, because I'll be back.
I do hope they kill you. What you may not have heard, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but my life was just threatened.
Marcus Twist and DD Vice.
DD Vice just threatened to kill me.
Well, you did kind of, I mean, you said he was worse than Marcus Twist at the very least.
I said he was like an Applebee's. For them, that's a compliment.
Well, Marcus Twist and DD Vice, armed with weapons, prepared for this fight, prepared for this I Quit match.
I just want to be very clear because I'm a very honest person. I want to set expectations. If they come this way, I am going to throw you in front of them as hard as I can. It's not because I don't like you. It's because I like myself more.
Well, thank you. I thank you for at least sparing me earlier during Beastman and Papa Dingo.
Look, I love what we have here.
Oh, I'm sure you
do.
do.
But if only one of us can live, I will spread your memory.
Oh, Lord.
Mount Kilpis on their way for what could be the final time.
Mount Kilpis, and it's on a combined weight of 568 Big Rock.
Oh!
The team of the certified hunt dealer, Paulie.
And much like what we saw back in December, them starting things off from the jump before they even get into the ring.
This is going to be a wild brawl, no rules. Mount Kilpis has got to win this match if they want to stay together. That is the hillbilly shooter, Ganon Green. He's got the bandana going up against Marcus Twist, the sweet and sassy son of the Independents, and Grandma's getting into it. Come on, everyone. Hit him. Hit him.
Do it for Jason. But you mentioned the hillbilly shooter, Ganon Green, and the Appalachian oddity here, Paulie Kilpis.
Here's how serious this match is, Eamon. Paulie Kilpis hasn't hugged anyone.
That's a big deal.
It's been a year. It's been a year of trying to evade Paulie Kilpis hugging me, and I didn't even have to. He hasn't hugged anyone.
And now just bouncing DD Vice's head off the mat like a basketball. And our fans getting involved here from the early goings of this. You know, and it's Paulie Kilpis and Ganon Green, the unit that they are. You know, Ganon, as you've mentioned many times before, found Paulie Kilpis at the top of a mountain.
He did. He found Paulie Kilpis. Paulie Kilpis didn't know who he was or what he was. He was just a man on a mountain. And Ganon Green brought him into his home, trained him to become a professional wrestler, gave that man a trade. I mean, it's weird when you say it out loud, but it's worked for them.
I mean, at the end of the day, the strange bedfellows.
I'm not saying they're bedfellows.
Well, it's a turn of phrase. Okay.
I just want to be clear. I don't think that Ganon Green took him into his house and then put him in his bed. That's a step too far.
Hopefully he gave him a bed. As the referee trying to ask,
I make no assumptions.
DD Vice, if he quits here, I'm sure this is going to continue to be this wild affair. Wait a, what?
What are they pulling out?
Is that a?
I think that's a staple gun.
And that's a hot dog.
Well, there's been so many times, they're stapling a hot dog. They just stapled a hot dog to DD Vice. And I think they're aiming for the nipple.
I mean, it's not a $5 boneless wing.
They're using that areola like a bullseye and trying to give him half his pay. They give him a handshake, and they can send him home.
Oh my God. Paulie Kilpis, you never know how to predict how he's going to encounter a matchup, and especially a matchup like this with no rules.
Ganon Green is a legitimate collegiate wrestler with incredible credentials, as we see there with that beautiful suplex. And after a year of being beaten from frog to log by Saturday Night Special, Mount Kilpis is finally getting a measure of revenge. This match can only be won one way, Eamon, and how is that?
And that's if a member of the team has to quit. They have to say the words, "I quit." They have to surrender. I mean,
they have to give up. They have to live with the shame. It's one thing, no one likes to lose. No wrestler likes to lose. But if you get pinned, if someone's the better man for 3 seconds, it is what it is. You get up, you dust yourself off, you live to fight another day. Someone makes you say, "I quit." There's a shame to that, a true shame.
And what a shame it would be for both Marcus Twister and DD Vice if they're forced to quit in this matchup. And then who knows what's going to happen if those two were to split up forever.
Yeah, where do Saturday Night Special go if they don't have each other? No one else is going to love them.
Who gets the best table at Applebee's?
I just want to be clear, their own mothers don't love them. They found the one person in life that can tolerate the other. If they don't have each other, they got nothing.
Is that why they're so invested in mothers? Is it
yes,
a bit of a complex?
Absolutely, 100%. They do not have the love of their own mother, so they're going to try and have the love of yours.
God, therapy can do so much, guys. Oh, Famous are there on Ganon Green.
Yeah, you think with the amount of money that they've won by beating Paulie, Kilpis, and Ganon Green over the last year, they can afford therapy, but they use it all on Jaeger bombs and all-you-can-eat appetizers at frickin' Applebee's.
And now, Paulie Kilpis, worse for wear here. What does DD Vice have his head? Cheese grater! Grating at the head of Paulie Kilpis.
This one's gonna get violent, everyone. This one's gonna get real violent. If you're queasy, if you're someone who may not appreciate a death match or its sort, this may not be the one for you.
Trying to grate the head of Paulie Kilpis like cheese on his signature Applebee's nachos. And now, both with...
Oh my gosh, there are tacks. There are tacks attached.
Oh my...
Tacks just went flying in the air and into Paulie Kilpis.
Splintering off the back of Paulie Kilpis.
This poor man was wandering around a mountain like a Disney film, just talking to animals and having a carefree time. And now he's being beaten by thumbtacks on a stick. Where did his life go so wrong, Eamon? The answer is Ganon Green.
Oh my God, that's a television set. That just went right across the skull of Ganon Green.
Where did he even find that?
And again with that piece of wood now, DD Vice. Oh, now driving it into the head of Paulie Kilpis.
And DD Vice just mocking Ganon Green.
And also, it's such a good point too as well. In a matchup like this, does Paulie Kilpis even know when to quit? Does he have the language to even...
I just don't think it's a part of his makeup.
Oh my God, right to the back.
And Ganon Green refuses. Ganon Green is busted open. We've seen blood for the first time. I don't think it's gonna be the last, as they're just breaking a TV across the skull of Paulie Kilpis.
And Ganon Green. You can see the blood dripping onto that.
One of these two teams is going to be no more, but it is going to fundamentally alter all four men who are in this match.
And I think Paulie Kilpis also split open as well. Saturday Night Special, this is what they've been waiting for, to dish out this level of punishment that we haven't seen before to Mount Kilpis. Just the cruelty.
And Paulie Kilpis, oh my God, so much blood pouring from the forehead of Ganon Green.
And Paulie just leaping to save his partner. DD Vice and Marcus Twister completely in control here. And with this amount of punishment they dished out, more than anything we've seen in this last year of VCW, can Mount Kilpis come back from this?
We thought that Papa Dingo and Beastman would provide the most violent contest of this one-year celebration,
What does DD Vice have in his?
It's an air freshener.
Oh
He's
my.
got an air freshener. He's stapling an air freshener to the forehead of Paulie Kilpis.
I don't know where the hell Saturday Night Special, 1, get off, 2, come up with this stuff.
Well, there are easier ways to give someone the message they should take a bath. I'm not saying I disagree with their point.
Oh my God.
But there are better ways to say it.
And just that
He's
head
trying
ornament.
to pull it out of his skull in front of us.
Ganon trying to fight back 2-on-1 here.
That was nasty.
But it's
Oh,
only
it's
so
still-
much that one man can do.
Eamon, it's still in his head. He
Right.
just got it out. It was in his head.
And now, looking at tie up. Look at the blood across that shirt of Ganon Green.
Yeah, because when I think of Saturday Night Special, I think of Bret Hart.
And also a crossface as well by DD Vice. Oh my God, look at him.
And Paulie Kilpis can barely make his way over.
Oh, but with the TV!
The glass right to the skull of DD Vice.
Paulie Kilpis, that was what Ganon Green desperately needed.
All of this just to qualify for the tag team title tournament here in VCW. That's how bad these teams want to be here. That's how bad these teams need to compete.
Oh, he's still trying to get that part of that air freshener out of his head. I mean, that sentence alone is just.
Yeah, it's not a thing you usually say on a Sunday.
And out, just straight headbutts to the head of DD Vice.
So far, both members of Mount Kilpis are bleeding. And now, simple and effective, Ganon Green is just whipping Marcus Twist across the back.
This is the momentum that Mount Kilpis needed here.
They are fighting for their lives as a team. And that's not metaphorical, just
pretty simple there. But very apt for Saturday Night Special.
cannonballs in stereo to Saturday Night Special.
I think Paulie got a little bit more of his than Ganon did.
Saturday night may be all right, but Sunday afternoon has gotten pretty rough.
And if I can't get a good grasp, I think, yes, DD Vice and Marcus Twist are also busted open as well.
It was only a matter of time.
And wait, they got handcuffed.
Anything goes in this I Quit match as they are trying to handcuff Paulie Kilpis, whether so that they can attack him or leave him prone so that Ganon Green can be the victim, I don't know. But they are looking to separate this tag team from being able to play defense with each other.
And they've handcuffed Paulie to that bottom turnbuckle. Paulie's trapped here. And Ganon now is
I don't know what
he
they're
gonna
looking
have to fight
for.
this on his own.
They found TVs, they found tacks on sticks, they found chairs. I really cannot tell you what they're looking. Oh no!
They got a
I
table.
know that table.
Is that the table?
I know that table. That table is a part of one of the single most memorable moments in all of VCW history. The tables match between Rad Boys and the Wise Guys. This table would not break. This is the table. When you hear the phrase, I am the table, this is the table.
But with a table like that, what does DD Vice and Marcus Twist have in mind?
Well, here's the thing. If the table won't break, you can throw someone into it over and over and over and over and over again, and it's never going to stop working for you.
You might have just hit the nail on the head there, Jason.
This table is the Hollywood Hogan of tables because it ain't going to put anybody over.
That referee was about to ask Ganon if he quit, but just a loogie right to the face of DD Vice. Ganon Green is defiant.
That knee trigger into the head of Ganon Green. And now they're bringing out the heavy artillery, the table, the most dominant member of the VCW roster, that table.
Ganon can't even stand up. Ganon is
This may be a little bit of excess. Oh my God, I don't know if history, can lightning strike twice? Can history repeat itself?
That unbreakable table.
The table doesn't break, guys.
Look at Ganon.
That's the last step of a dying man. Oh! They broke the table!
That has got to be it.
You quit! Your mama!
Ganon again, not quitting, not giving it up.
I'm gonna give all the credit in the world to Ganon Green. That table quit before they did. The table quit before Ganon Green did.
Wait, what is Ryse heading to the back here? Wait.
I mean, it feels like it's academic this, but what is happening?
Oh wait, that's Paulie Kilpis brought that out.
I was wondering, I couldn't tell if my mind was playing tricks on me. That is a carrying cage for an animal. That's a living thing, theoretically, is in that. I don't like this at all. I don't like, I mean, literally the people, our production team are saying things right now in my ear, asking questions that I can't answer.
No.
Oh no. Is that the
What?
possum? Is that a possum?
Wait, Paul.
They threatened another animal.
Your winners of the match, the Saturday Night Special.
Oh man. Oh.
The possum. Paulie Kilpis.
No, don't do it again. Don't do another one. Don't do another one. Don't do it. They did it. Oh, no, no,
What is
no,
wrong
no,
with
no.
him?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? No, no, they're grading a possum. Stop it. This was supposed to be fun. Why are they such bad people? Why are they such bad men, Eamon? Why do we let them in the building?
And Paul, with all the violence, with all the destruction that Saturday Night Special dished out, they played to the emotions of Paulie Kilpis. I mean,
they just don't. Oh, shh.
Bye. Jason. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still here as Ryse chases Jason Heat out of the building. Saturday Night Special, just gloating when it comes. I'm good. I'm good. Ganon Green just ejected in the ring. And Mount Kilpis is no more here in VCW. Ganon.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, in VCW, let's show some love for Mount Kilpis.
Ganon Green and Paulie Kilpis. Unfortunate. Oh, wait a second! Ganon! Ganon, come on! Well, Mount Kilpis out to end it. Didn't have to end like this.
Yeah. They all got something to say. Better get out of my way. We do it all in a day. Tell them that we're not the same. Go for the takedown. Levels to this not the same now. Taking them out, better stay down. Been giving them balls like a playground. Oh yeah, and you're gonna know my name. I've been an animal. I see the fear in your eyes. Move like a cannibal. Yeah, I'm ready to rise. Hard like I'm flammable. I got the fire inside. Run like an animal. I'm ready to rise.
Pittsburgh, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is your Ryse Grand Champion, the new ugly, Edric Everhart.
There's the champ right there. There's the champ. He's big, he's strong, and he earned that title.
February 11th of 2023. Main event time here in Uniontown. It is Pillman versus Everhart for the Ryse Grand Champion. My name's Jim Amata, your Ty Cross. And before we go off the air tonight, the Grand Championship will be decided. Many have said that Pillman Jr. was born to be a champion. Will tonight be the night he claims that championship?
You say Pillman is born to be a champion. Edric Everhart, who I have known for well over a decade, was not born to be a champion. Yet of the two men in that ring, Everhart holds the gold. Pillman Jr. does not.
And
Little
immediately,
bit of disrespect there.
Edric showing he won't be impressed with the legacy of the name or the reputation of the athlete.
Pillman Jr. is just another man in his way.
And I believe Brian Pillman Jr. just sent a message to Edric Everhart that Pillman will not be intimidated. Toughness and tenacity is in the DNA of Pillman.
But has Pillman had to overcome what Edric Everhart has had to overcome? Does that make Edric more hardened in that ring? Oh, Edric caught that kick.
Yeah, Pillman telegraphed it.
He powered Pillman into the corner here.
Pillman avoids the contact.
Big arm drag.
As we know, Pillman Jr., a student of the underrated legend Lance Storm. So you're going to see Pillman employ many of those technical aspects. But I'm not sure that anyone, crucifix pin here, shoulders down, anyone will be able to truly prepare for the amount of shortcuts that Edric Everhart is willing to take.
Everhart also took a couple of personal shots online towards Pillman in promos and such, and I'm telling you right now.
Well, there's no low that Edric Everhart won't sink to, and that's what you really can't prepare for prior to any matchup.
Is Pillman bringing that kind of negativity into this match, or is he focused on winning this title? This hammerlock's been held now for a long time, but Edric able to work his way out. Some damage might have been done to those shoulder ligaments there in that hammerlock. We'll see as this match continues. It's very early still. Some posturing being done.
Pillman trying to work his way out, and he does.
Lightning quick.
Up and over here. Leapfrog from Pillman. Up and over goes Edric. Lucha pass.
And Pillman was ready for it.
One step ahead, just one step ahead at this juncture of the matchup. But that one step, that is how ultra competitive these two are. That is how evenly matched these two are. That one step may make the definitive difference in the outcome of this contest.
But does Pillman make a mistake not capitalizing with better offense there? He went with the disrespect, with the stepping on the back and stepping over, rolling out of the ring, taking a little time out, getting in the head of Edric Everhart. But should he have gone for a little bit more offense there? Is he taking the champ a little too lightly? We don't know. I'll tell you right now, you can't find someone that's got less confidence than Brian Pillman Jr.
You're a coward just like your dad.
Oh, wow!
And I believe that Edric may have just crossed the line.
That slap to the face. What a personal attack. I told you, Everhart is not against making this thing personal, but Pillman's still a step ahead here.
Well, Pillman Sr., let's make it clear, underwent dozens of throat operations as a child to overcome polyps on his vocal cords, and that toughness is in the DNA of the Pillman name. That is what Edric's going to have to contend with, and I don't think you want to poke the bear in that respect.
I would not call either Pillman a coward, as Everhart just did. Big drop.
There's the Pillman drop kick. That's some shades of flying Brian there.
Oh, wow. Everhart drilled straight to the floor, boot first. Trying to beg off a little bit, trying to get a timeout, but Pillman's not going to let him breathe.
Certainly, Pillman's going to have to push forward. And it's important to mention here, Ty, I was able to confirm this with Ryse management Chris LaRusso. If Pillman is victorious in this matchup and wins the Grand Championship, Ryse Wrestling has signed him for the option of title defenses. So this championship will not be
won and taken.
Will not be left lingering, so to speak. Pillman will defend the championship if he's victorious.
Oh no, that boot. Shin first, it looked like it was going to be a sort of a buzzsaw kick, and then shin first into the steel post. Those kick pads offer some protection, but not against steel.
This may be a turning point in this matchup.
Pillman still fighting back. I'm looking to see if I see any limp after kicking the post like that. Wait a second. A knee DT right over the middle rope.
And that is how resourceful, Edric Everhart is.
And then you see Pillman, in trying not to take the brunt of the impact on the floor, on his shoulders, his back, his neck, landed on his feet. But that could have been the worst possible thing to happen there when the knee has already taken some kind of damage.
And unfortunately, Ty, this highly anticipated main event,
it might be academic at this point.
Maybe coming to a very abrupt end because Pillman is favoring, I'm not sure if it's the knee, the ankle, maybe the hamstring.
I think it started with a shot to the shin, but then Everhart was able to knee DT and hang that rope up that knee up at the same time over the middle rope. And then coming down hard on the floor, feet first. I think it's the knee right now. That's definitely where Everhart's been driving those boots into.
And there are so many spots of the knee that are susceptible to damage. The MCL, the ACL, the meniscus, the patella tendon.
One of the parts of the body an athlete can injure in a non-contact setting. So you got to think a contact injury to the knee can be so devastating.
And if it's the ankle, there's obviously tendons in the ankle as well. And no matter how you slice it at this point, Pillman's in trouble. He may be on borrowed time. He maybe have to call an audible and go into desperation mode here.
A couple of stiff shots to the back, but not going to slow Edric down. He does let the hold go around the rope, but the official was counting, giving him that 5-second count. To Everhart's credit, he can hang on to that hold and take the disqualification, but he's not doing that. He's not taking that disqualification out. He's in there saying, I am going to beat Brian Pillman Jr. Oh, we're going to see the knee driven here, I think. Wow.
Well, let's put it out there plain and simple, Ty. The Pillman name has a lot of legacy behind it, and that means some of the biggest and brightest minds are going to watch this matchup. Edric Everhart has all the eyes that he wants, all the attention on himself here, being the defending champion. It would certainly be an ego boost for Everhart if he makes an example out of Pillman Jr.
I think for Edric it's more than an ego boost. I think it's cementing his status as the grand champion, as someone to be taken serious in Pittsburgh. Whipped into the buckle, and you can see that knee already starting to give way. Edric and I, we fought so hard to be taken seriously in this area, and I like to think that we got there in the end, but Edric is trying to take that to a whole nother level, and it started taking that grand championship from Pretty Boy Smooth, and then it went on to beating Chase Oliver, who is such a huge name in the tri-state area, and now Brian Pillman Jr. literally hobbled in the ring at the hands of the grand champion. It's more than just an ego boost for him. It is the solidification of him as a star in Pittsburgh.
If Pillman can't stand, Ty, he's not going to be able to fight.
Like I said, when the injury first occurred on the outside, and I do think it's an injury, I don't think he's just hurt, I think he's injured. And I've said before, there's a difference there. This one could be academic, but wait!
Calgary Crab! Calgary Crab!
Everhart, he's close to the ropes, but not close enough. So this is just gonna be a struggle of the strength here. Pillman Jr.'s on one bad knee, so if Edric is able to crawl, I don't know if Pillman can fight him back.
This is that Storm pedigree tie. And that Storm pedigree may bring Pillman Jr. the grand championship.
And you can see Edric getting to the ropes. I think if you look at the knee, still favoring that knee, I think that had Pillman, oh wow, what a chop block. I think had Pillman had the strength in that knee, he could have walked Edric back to the center of the ring, but without that wheel, it wasn't able to happen. Difference maker.
And the pain etched on the face of Pillman here.
This crowd, they are so behind Brian Pillman Jr. They want to see him take this title from someone that they loathe. It is so important to these fans to see this belt, this championship belt, off the shoulder of Edric Everhart. Their love for Brian Pillman Jr. aside, this is so much to these Ryse faithful.
And Edric Everhart's like a shark here.
He's going to the
he smells
post.
blood.
This could be all but over here. This could be all but over and then some. Wrapping the knee around the post. Edric saying one more time.
And man,
we're getting to the point.
Yeah, and there you see it. That's how content Edric Everhart is. He's grinning like a Cheshire cat because he knows he's in firm control of this title defense here.
We're getting to that point, I hate to say it, where it's getting a little hard to watch for Pillman here. Oh wait, Brian fighting back. Those kicks are well placed.
And this may be the last rally for the second generation loose cannon, but he may only need one last rally.
Edric needs to recoup here. Get back on offense. Are we going to see the cutter right here? No water in the pole!
Pillman may have been just a half a step ahead of the champion that time.
Well, it lets you know for sure Pillman's definitely watched tape. He knew what was coming there. Trading strikes back and forth. Who's the tougher man?
Pillman's firing himself up. The Pillman name has a championship legacy. Could we see one more notch added here tonight?
And we're seeing Cincinnati grit versus Pittsburgh grit in the middle of this Ryse ring.
Super kick right on the button.
Big lariat. New champion.
Edric escapes, and Pillman Jr., you can see the frustration all over his face. You want to talk about tenacity? Pillman Jr. is going to fight through the pain in an attempt to win that grand championship. But trying to pivot on the injured knee may prove to be very, very difficult. We are seeing a fight for the grand championship.
He rolls through again.
Back into the Calgary Crab.
I think Edric's a little further from the ropes than he was before.
Pillman has it set. He has it sunk in so deep right now. This may be Pillman's best shot.
And as close as he might be to the ropes, it probably feels like miles.
Edric is trying to literally claw his way to those ropes.
And Pillman fought through the pain.
And we may be just mere moments away from a new grand champion.
Right to the knee. Oh, wow!
And Everhart getting a bitter taste of his own medicine here.
Oh my goodness! Everhart rolls through! A single leg crab of his own!
I don't know how well Everhart has it cinched in, but you can see the pain radiating through the body of Pillman Jr.
He actually has the ankle tucked under his opposite arm, so it's adding that extra torque to the knee.
Look at the angle that Pillman's leg is being twisted and contorted by the champion.
It is willpower versus willpower, and Pillman Jr. outwills Edric Everhart and gets to the ropes.
These two are absolutely exhausted, and they are fighting it out for the Ryse Grand Championship. That is what the Ryse Grand Championship means to these two young men.
This is the kind of matchup that makes you love professional wrestling, what we're seeing right here.
From Lee Moriarty to Matt Connor to down the list, everyone that's held that championship.
Derek Direction, Tony Johnson, Derek Dillinger, Tony Johnson. So many great names, Pretty Boy Smooth.
It's been top tier competition the whole way. These two know what adding your name to that list means, and in Edric's case, keeping his name on that championship. This is a high-risk situation here.
Edric Everhart he's taken Pillman all the way up to the top floor, but Pillman is fighting back. Big headbutt. Edric all the way to the canvas.
Flying Brian could live up to his name here.
Wow! Connects.
Hooks that leg. Ty, we got a new
It's over. Unreal.
No! How in the world did Edric Everhart kick out?
This crowd has come to life in ways I've never seen before.
The Grand Championship hanging in the balance right here.
Pillman is all adrenaline here on that knee. Edric going straight to it though, trying to suss out the adrenaline. Big power bomb, jackknife style. Unreal.
And Pillman may have landed directly on his tailbone, which would jar the entire spine.
And you see Pillman holding his eyes. That's the kind of grip you go to when you realize that it's over. You can see wincing in pain, the way an athlete would on the field. You're seeing it right here in this ring. This one might be over.
Ryse history is being made right here, because either Pillman Jr. is going to make headlines for winning the Ryse Championship, or Edric Everhart will put everyone on notice if he's able to defeat Brian Pillman Jr.
Pillman caught him. Super kick. Look at this. Unbelievable.
Right back to the injured knee.
Edric knows the weakness is there now. What a near fall. Edric knows the weakness is there, so he can always go back to it.
Pillman may refuse to be denied here. We've talked about the name. We've talked about the legacy. Could Brian Pillman Jr. be destined for a championship here tonight?
And I think win, lose, or draw, Edric Everhart has proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that he not only belongs in the ring with Brian Pillman Jr., he is as good as he says he is.
And this may be the champion getting desperate. This may be the champion looking for a way out here.
He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. You could see it in his eyes. Is this what I want to do? But wait a second.
Referee Nick Brown going to lay down the wall here.
Nick stopping him, cold in his tracks. What is Edric going to do? We've seen him take out his frustration on officials in the past. Nick Brown is a brave man.
Wait a minute, Edric has the Grand Championship. Nick, you got to turn around. Shoulders down. And if
he was able to roll out.
Distraction Pillman may have had.
I think that maybe Edric gave a shot to the knee. Something with that knee gave out for sure. I had a bad angle on it. Edric rolling to the outside. I think Edric's taking his ball and going home, man.
I think Edric knows how much jeopardy that championship is in right now.
And now Pillman's the one that's got to try to make this happen. He caught him. He knows this title's got to be won in the ring. Edric's trying to get out the back door again.
Edric just wants to get out of Dodge.
He hit him with it.
Now right in front of the referee. No, come on.
Unbelievable.
We cannot have this end this way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as the result of a disqualification, Brian Pillman Jr. However, as a result of the disqualification, still your Ryse Grand Champion, the new ugly, Edric Everhart.
Damn it, man.
We can't let this stand.
I personally wanted to see Edric Everhart retain the title because no matter what we've been through, he's been my best friend for over a decade, but I didn't want to see this. Wait a second. He just threw Nick Brown straight to the floor.
That's going to cost him some money.
I don't think he cares. I think he's incensed right now. Pillman's out of it, man. Pillman is completely out of it. And Edric, you know what he's going for here? He's going to go for that gotcha cutter right onto the Ryse Grand Championship. Wait a second. Oh, wow! Onto the title. Pillman Jr. makes the statement.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Especially against the wise guys.
I'm sure they did. It's very easy to do your homework when you can check IndyWrestling.us for all of these great matchups and this show, 7-day free trial for new members. But you guys already know that. You're watching the show, for Christ's sake.
Exactly. And right now, the Runway taking on the wise guys. A lot of muscle. I actually had the pleasure of running into Tommy Irish earlier. Boy, was he mean. What can I say about this guy? I asked him, how do you know when you've done your job? He says, whenever our opponents are escorted out by an ambulance and we are escorted out by security.
That is an ominous statement right there to say. To say the least, that's ominous. And, you know, the thing about the wise guys is they remind me a lot of some really, like, the vicious, brutal, bruiserweight style.
Wow, you can actually hear the 2PW faithful.
This doesn't surprise me. This is brewing for years. Ever since they won Tag Gold, the fans went from hating the Runway to appreciating them. Is Calvin Couture and Tyler Klein still a little bit snobbish about fashion? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
They were yelling about my clothes earlier.
Yeah, they're baggy, dude. You gotta get something more form-fitting. Like, you've lost weight. Get form-fitting. Look good. Feel good. Be good.
I'll try, but right now, as you can hear, if anything's form-fitting, it's this crowd, and they are all over the Runway, man. They love the Runway here, and which is different. I mean, last month, these guys defeated Tad Jarvis and Lewis, and so, I mean, they are making their way up the rankings again. I could actually see them holding the 2PW Tag Team titles again, but they're going to have to get through some roadblocks, and one of those roadblocks right now is the wise guys.
Yeah, and this is a big roadblock. I would argue that if you defeat the wise guys, whoever wins this match needs to be in conversation for whoever to compete for the tag titles against whoever wins our tag championship match later tonight. They probably need to be in the conversation.
Yes. Where right now it's Irish and Couture. Couture making fun of brutal Tommy Irish. That's one thing you don't want to do right off the bat. But then again, Calvin Couture knows how to get in your head. The scrappy one, as I like to refer to him as, the fashionista. And now Irish overpowering him, putting him in that corner, and he breaks at the count of 5.
That's the one thing that the Runway probably doesn't have. They probably have a speed advantage. They probably have the agility advantage, but it's an even keel when it comes to tag team synergy, and the Wise guys have the strength advantage, no question about it.
And you just saw the Calvin Couture definitely has the speed.
He definitely has speed and agility. Tyler Klein, no slouch either.
No, he's not. I think he's one of the most gifted technical wrestlers in the Pittsburgh area. And right now,
hell of a D&D player too.
Yeah, you have experience with that. I don't. And now squeezing the head of Calvin Couture is Tommy Irish, the brutal Tommy Irish. And now Tommy Irish gets those rips. He is not letting go of Calvin Couture's head, but he does have the count of 5. And right now, oh my goodness, I can really honestly not see anything over Gino DeCapo's massive frame here. Has him, oh wait, Hood Rana.
Do you want to ask him to go to the other side of the turnbuckle, Doc?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No. Not time, Michaels. We don't ask wrestlers to move for us. And right now,
that was funny.
And now off the ropes, Mr. Design, Tyler Klein, 1, 2, oh my goodness, with that leg lariat, and just taking brutal Tommy Irish out with that one, but just wasn't enough. And now, Irish with that reversal, Klein out opposite corner. That is one place you don't want to be. Avalanche, no! Klein moves, that agility and speed, like we said earlier, Tony, taking over. Here comes Klein, butt bump. And right now in control is Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. Here he comes again. And he is just taking out brutal Tommy Irish. Tommy Irish is down. He's sitting, having a seat. Oh, no.
Third time's a charm if he wants to.
Kenny's going to do it. Lines him up. How's your face? Brutal Tommy Irish.
That might be a KO blow right there.
And right now, we have not seen this Gino DeCapo. He is known to put people in sleep, put them to sleep with the fishes. Oh, wait.
Oh, no!
He's going to put Tommy Irish to sleep with the fishes. But wait a minute. Better turn around. Here comes Gino. Gets a right. Gets another one. And now the Runway having some fun here with the made man, Gino DeCapo. Remember, DeCapo's in some trouble. And right now the Runway both in here. Double team action. Oh, boy. Here we go. These guys, some of the best tag team moves I've seen in a while. Off the ropes. Up and leg drop and a splash at the same time. 1, 2, and no! If I'm Tommy Irish, I'm very angry at my partner.
This is honest to God, this is just the Runway being a little bit more experienced. They've been running the road a little bit longer.
Yes.
And that's all this is.
It is showing experience over everything right now. And now Couture tagged back in here. Mr. Design, what a showing by him just now.
Oh no.
Wait, did he just catch him?
Oh no!
Steel post to the spine. Gino DeCapo strikes again.
DeCapo driving him in, and remember, Irish is still the legal man in this, but so is Calvin Couture now. They tagged before that occurred.
Well, wait, DeCapo up on the rings.
Now DeCapo is the legal man, and DeCapo is fresh as a spring daisy.
Yes, he is. And right now, taking him over, cutting the corner in half, and oh my goodness, dropping that elbow is the made man. 1, 2, no, and Couture kicks out.
1.5.
1.5, excuse me. These guys are massive.
They're huge.
My God, and this is
gargantuan human beings.
A 2PW debut. If they were to get a win over the Runway tonight,
it's a statement maker. It's 100% a statement maker.
Yes, and right now, Couture in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, a camel
on the rope.
No. Now it is.
Yeah, it is.
Camel clutch,
oh
rope
my
assisted
goodness.
Camel clutch.
Oh my God, you know what he calls that? The ice box.
Oh
my goodness, a big slap by Tommy Irish. And one thing I've learned, being in an Irish family, you don't want slapped by an Irishman.
You don't want to slap by an Italian either. Both these guys, you don't want to really start swinging with.
But then again, you don't want to get punched in the face by the Runway. We've seen that numerous times with numerous opponents here.
They will give you a makeover the hard way.
And right now, Couture's reaching out. He almost has that tag, but no. DeCapo taking away that tag, and now keeping him in that corner. Smart tag team wrestling by these guys.
Putting him into the death corner right now. Keeping Couture under control in their corner.
Has him up. Power slam. My goodness. And now, big leg drop. Holy shnikes. I think that's it. 1, 2, no. Kick out by Couture. I'm surprised he kicked out of that.
Absolute Yokozuna-esque leg drop. And the height.
Yes, I was just about to say, Tommy Irish got air. And right now, just choking Couture on that second rope. Referee needs to break this.
It's funny you said that Tommy Irish got air right there as DeCapo is now swinging at Couture.
Yes, these guys are getting away with murder. Then again, it's the Wise guys. 1, 2, and no.
These
Couture.
guys both remind me, Tommy Irish and DeCapo both remind me very much of the same style that Irish Airborne brought in. Chris and Sammy Callahan brought in TNA back in the late 2010s. Same brutal beat-down pub-style fighting.
Well, they're showing there now. And speaking of brutal, Tommy Irish has Couture to that top rope. Oh boy, there's only one way to go. I thought he was going down there. But Tommy Irish was having a couple Guinnesses before the match.
I do like a good Guinness. It's good stout. It's a good stout.
It's the second rope. You know more about alcohol than I do, sir. And right now, big knee. And, oh, wait, Tommy Irish, that took him out a little bit on that one.
A little loopy.
I think he thinks the referee's the part of the runway. They would never be caught in stripes like that. But, DeCapo taking out Couture on that top rope. Oh, my goodness, Couture landed pretty hard, too.
Yeah, he took it rough there. And now
Irish has him up, and this could be... There's only one way to go, Tony, and that's down. But wait a minute. The fashionista getting out. Oh, again! Throws him into his partner. Klein tagged in. Here we go. Clothesline. And another one. A barrage of violence from Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. Oh, wait. Kisses him, and then kicks him right in the solar plexus.
Beautiful, too.
Has him. Oh!
Rocker dropper. Same thing.
1, 2, oh no, I thought I was going to do that, but DeCapo breaking it up here and now just punching away on Tyler Klein. My goodness. DeCapo treating Klein like Joe Pesci at the end of Goodfellas, just straight beating on him.
Good reference, good movie.
My goodness. And right now, here we go. Oh, Klein in. Double back elbow by the Wise guys. Here we go, and senton and leg drop. That was a lot of weight right there. 1, 2, and Couture breaks it up.
Right in the nick of time. Right in the nick of time.
I mean, I said, guys, this has been a war for the ages, and out goes DeCapo, and all that's left is Irish in the ring with the runway. Oh boy, what's he dialing up for something? Oh, missile drop kick with the chest into the rope, Tony. Oh my
There's
goodness.
a catwalk right there, driving his legs into there.
And now off the ropes, Irish has him up. I thought he was going for a tombstone, but wait a minute. Klein saving his partner. Big forearm by Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. And now Couture. Oh, they're lining up something near the runway. Oh, wait a minute. No, DeCapo stopping the double team action here and taking Couture to the outside. Has him up. 3G. 1, 2, 3. The Wise guys are going to get away with this. Tony, I'll say this. We usually argue when it comes to an outcome, when it comes to the runway matches. The runway, they fought their best, but my God, these Wise guys.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media. And I'm the Riz. And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. Yes. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Cowpoke Paul making his way to the ring, and Doc Church, I think he's got way too much he can chew in this first match. My God, facing Project Society and Elijah, it just, I'm not saying anything against Cowpoke Paul. He's a phenomenal wrestler. Shut up, Doc. He is a phenomenal wrestler, but he is fighting an army of Project Society, and this is how people get hurt. I don't know why he thought this was a good matchup to take.
especially since the Shadow Man Elijah went ahead and has a loss last month to the Regent Joshua Kavad. It was a match for the ages, but now, you know, the Shadow Man Elijah wants to reestablish his brand here in RWA. He is going to take it out on Cowpoke Paul, and I'm worried about it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, him and Project X, that is just a dangerous combination. Church, what's your thoughts on Project Society?
I mean, the simple fact of the matter is you've got Elijah who wants to avenge what happened last month. Let's be perfectly honest. He is going to pull out all the stops against the Cowpoke.
Why are we talking about Elijah pulling out the stops? And Cowpoke's dragging that freaking bull rope around. I mean, that's a 4-11.
He's a cowboy. What do you expect?
They expect him to come to a ring, and I think Elijah's going to take it out on him.
Yeah, he wants a piece of the Cowpoke, and oh boy, what is this? Oh no, they're going in after him. The locker room is just going to be mayhem again. Here we go, another incident. Oh, wait a minute. Project Society. Dean Radford. Dean Radford is in the house, and oh my goodness, finally, Cowpoke Paul has some backup. He's not going to have to keep his head on a swivel. And it's about time. Dean Radford wanting some revenge for our interview last month that got screwed up thanks to those two gentlemen.
I know we are working with Ryse right now. We are doing this talent initiative 2023, trying to bring in new fresh faces and working with the stronghold over at Ryse. But why is Dean Radford constantly here backing up his boys? Cowpoke Paul is a big boy. He should be able to face off against Elijah without the backup of one of the best to ever step in the ring in Pittsburgh. But don't get me wrong.
It's okay to have Project X out there, though, right? It's
Project
okay
X is a competitor.
And Dean Radford trained Cowpoke Paul along with Brandon K at the Stronghold, and these two about to lock it up here. February Fury about to start off big here, and oh, that quickness and agility of Paul moving out of the way of the Shadow Man Elijah. Shadow Man Elijah is just dark, man. He's one of the scariest individuals I've seen in RWA in a while, and Cowpoke Paul already starting to poke a bear, you could say, into Shadow Man Elijah.
Probably his best idea is to stay away from Elijah, because once Elijah gets his hands on you, you lose every tail to tape measurement in society, so to speak.
Wraps him up and slams him right on his face. And now Cowpoke, what's going to happen here? Oh, he's riding the bull, and that is one bull you do not want to make mad. But hey, Cowpoke Paul, you know what? Not only did he learn wrestling techniques from both Dean Radford and Brandon K, but he also learned, and I'm going to say psychology. Oh, wait, they're switching hats?
No, don't put that on.
And right now, right in the corner. And right now, and then that opposite corner. Oh, wait, reversal by Elijah. And then poke in. Cowpoke, big boot to the face to the second turnbuckle. Has a missile drop kick and a beauty. Oh, my goodness. The Shadow Man Elijah wishing he stayed at home right now. And now Cowpoke Paul, grabbing the tights and pulling his face to the second turnbuckle. The Shadow Man Elijah dodging a bullet there. And Shadow Man Elijah has him up and just catches him with that stunner. Good Lord. And Cowpoke Paul's down. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up from that.
He's up now, but headbutt might put him back down. Elijah, look at the fury in Elijah's eyes. The Shadow Man is now focusing like a viper on his prey. All the respect in the world to Randy, but that is a scary man.
Yes, I mean, Church, as you can see, he has his neck dressed over that second rope. Dean Radford.
Why is Dean Radford getting involved?
Church, you want to answer that one? Give me a break.
Dean Radford, he decided he wanted to go up here tonight and I guess, get involved in some form of fashion. He wasn't too happy with what happened, but at the end of the day, guess what? You're going to show up to an event. Be prepared to experience whatever happens next.
Watch this experience off the ropes and big clothesline. Cowpoke Paul, my goodness. He took that one right under the chin. And oh my goodness, and now look at it. He just wants to possess these faces and now trying to get into the mind of Dean Radford. This started last month, folks, and it is carrying over into this month. My goodness, the Cowpoke Paul now kicked to the midsection. Church, if you will.
And there we have our first inner child served right here tonight at RWA February Fury. Keep serving those chops, baby.
That was the whole cafeteria of chops. Jeez.
Big boot by Elijah.
That's what we
getting
call
out
a
of harm's
receipt, boys.
way.
We call a receipt.
His chest has to be mincemeat right now. And right now, choking. He like scraped his face. He literally dug his claws in his face and just scraped him. And now Elijah throwing Cowpoke Paul out to the floor. And no, folks, we do not have mats here in West Newton, Pennsylvania.
No, and the thing I saw is that Cowpoke Paul kind of hit his face a little bit. They're now looking to stare down as Project Society, as Project X rather, and Dean Radford sort of giving a stare down of sorts right along the side of the ring.
Well, I mean, Dean Radford's keeping an eye on him because you know these two aren't afraid to get involved in each other's matches, Tony. You've seen it. You've seen it right in the game.
As Cowpoke Paul's now trying to get back with another chop in that right.
He's just delivering the goods. Oh, wait a minute now. Reversal by Elijah. Sends him into the ropes. Picks him up. And, backbreaker. I think Cowpoke Paul's getting up from that one. And Elijah now has him. Has him up. Suplex and a beauty. Has him over. 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count. And my goodness, Elijah thought that was a 3 count right there.
The explosiveness of Elijah on that suplex is so fierce. He just tosses his opponent full force into the ring with his body, using his own body weight to continue the pain that goes into the ring. And of course, now Elijah's slowing it down, choking the life out of Cowpoke Paul. And Cowpoke Paul, not a good, strong base. Of course, as I say that, he gets up to his feet. Commentators, of course, is great.
And he likes to prove you wrong, Tony. A lot of these guys do. But right now, misses him and has him up. And missile drop kick. And my goodness, Cowpoke Paul brought the house on that one. Can this be enough? Can Cowpoke Paul reach for the sky saddle with partner? And double axe hit him to the chest. And gentleman Elijah, a little bit of daze here. Cowpoke Paul taking advantage. Has him. Brings him around, has him up. And atomic drop. My goodness, he's going to be walking funny after that one. And here he goes, off the ropes. Big lariat. That was the Iron Lariat, he likes to call that. 1, 2, and no! Only a 2 count. My goodness. Church, how close was that one?
I mean, it was exceptionally close, but guess what? Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and we're not playing either one of those here tonight.
I will say this, Cowpoke Paul has one of the best exploder lariats I've seen since JBL. That man can strike.
Kick to the midsection, and if anybody can strike, it's also Cruz on this one. And has him, misses him, off the ropes. Double knee to the face. And right now, Cowpoke Paul trying to come back, trying to do what he can. To muster up enough.
He needed to get that cover, and he just wasted way too much time.
Yeah, Elijah's one tough customer. I mean, both of these guys, though. I mean, Cowpoke Paul has a challenge, and he's bringing it. But is it enough? From the corner, has him. He's a saddle up stunner. Has him down. Could that be it? He needs to get the 3 count.
Why isn't he covering?
Okay. Wait.
Dean Radford just went head first into the ring post.
Oh my goodness. Project X from behind.
He's bleeding.
Cowpoke Paul's bleeding. Elijah rolls him up. His feet are on the ropes. Draft, turn around. Oh, come on.
6 minutes, 53 seconds. Your winner, the Shadow Man, Elijah.